Hi everyone, and welcome to this special episode of Coffee with Kirsten. In my last video we talked about meditation. Now this is really countercultural. We already talked about all this. And if you're like me, you need a little help sometimes. When I started meditating, I didn't know what I was doing. So there are so many guided meditative practices, and Christians have been developing these for centuries. And so I thought it'd be really useful if you were starting meditation out for the first time. This is a practice developed by the Quakers called palm down, palm up. It has some hand movements to help keep you focused. Now, what is important about this one? So this is a structured kind of prayer meditation that will kind of guide your time with God. I'm outside because I kind of like a little bit of noise, but I recommend your first couple times, no distractions, right? Remember we talked about that. So no cell phones, no nothing. I really like the sound of the birds. It helps me. And I thought it'd be a nice change from my my library. Okay, so let's get started then. So for this practice, you're going to want to, like we said, posture's not really important, but this one I find is helpful in a straight back chair. So you can kind of sit and reflect a little better. You can also sit on the floor, but this one you need to be a little more engaged than others. Your hands, you're going to be kind of moving them, holding them palm down, palm up. I like resting them on my legs, but that's kind of up to you. Also, you can close your eyes during this practice. I like to, just because it helps me focus, and this is a time of prayer and communion with God. But you can leave your eyes open too if you want to look and reflect on some things, but just make sure you're not getting too distracted. Remember, meditation shouldn't feel restrictive. Okay, so how I like to start then, we'll get right into it. I like to start, your palms go down, right? Palm down. So you put them on top of your legs. This is a symbolic representation of the things that you are going to give to God, right? Your desires of your things to turn over to God. So I like to start my meditation practices by doing some deep breaths and practicing some silence and some stillness. Breath in, breath out. Take another deep breath in, deep breath out. Now remember not to rush this practice. Sit in the silence. Listen to the things going on around you. Calm your heart. Just sit and be. Now when you feel like you're kind of calm, we're going to pray things that we want to give up to God. Father, I pray that you help me with my neighbors who has a dog that barks and barks, right? Pray for things weighing on your mind. God, I give you my anxiety about the coronavirus. Maybe it's things like, Lord, I give you my inability to focus. I lift up my lack of motivation for my schoolwork. I lift up that argument I had with my friend. Really sit with these things. Allow yourself to feel the anxiety. Now, when you feel like you're ready, give these things up to God. Genuinely give them up to Him. Flip your hands over as a symbolic reaction of giving these things to God. Take a couple deep breaths. Now we're going to ask God to help us through these things. God, I ask for your divine love for my neighbors. I ask for the patience that only you can give. God, I ask for shalom about the pandemic. God, I ask for focus. I ask for motivation. God, I know you can give me these things and that you want to give them. Enjoy the silence. Sit with God. Allow him to enter into this space. Allow him to give you peace, to give you motivation, to give you comfort. Don't rush out the door as soon as you're done. Sit and be still and know that I am God. Now, when you feel like you've spent a good amount of time with God, I like to end by just saying, Abba, Father, I love you. Thank you for caring for me. Amen. And that's it. That's a meditative practice. And it's going to be hard at first, and you're not going to want to sit in the silence, and be okay with that. Be okay that you're uncomfortable. Ask God to give you patience and to help you through those awkward moments. But in those quiet moments, just like God spoke to Samuel, he'll speak to you, and ask him to give you guidance on things. You have a tough question, don't limit your prayers. But this is really a reflective time to lift things up to God. But maybe you're lifting up a situation or a person that you're struggling with, or a sickness or something big, right? This allows our mind to focus and actually give these things up to God. So I hope you find this helpful. Try it at least once. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't. But I know it helped me kind of focus when I started doing this. So I hope that you enjoy meditation and that you get creative with it and don't feel like you're in a box. But I thought a guided meditation might help you guys. So have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the change of scenery. Thanks, guys.